Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and we are here with week 1 of the MPL NFE Off Season League. That is a mouthful. But, yeah, this is week 1 of the NFE League, and I did a draft analysis on the team I drafted right over here. If you guys want to check that out, the link to that will be in the description. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Why not, man? If you want to be notified about whenever I upload a new video and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be going up against Dan today in week 1 of this league, and Dan is the MPO Season 2 champion. So make sure to go check out his channel. We're the Season 1 channel champion. So it is the Battle of the Champions, but that's pretty cool. I'm just going to talk about my team really quick. I ran like the Buzz, which I named it Man Buzz. But I ran a Sableyes, and I kind of wish I ran Life Orb now. But Sableyes looked really nice because it could still two-shot everything on his team. Plus, I did not need to take any Life Orb recoil. Which was really nice. Which because I knew I was going to be spamming Volt Switch a lot in this match, or at least I thought. I didn't think he would bring Larvitar because I didn't see he had that good of a matchup. Especially, he can't even set up on any mons that I brought on my team, which is really nice. So this thing kind of really hurts his team. I have Focus Blast, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and I have the Hidden Power Fire. So my next mon is going to be Vullaby, and I have like a defensive Vullaby with enough speed to outspeed a timid max speed Elgium. I got Knockoff, Whirlwind, Defog, and Roosh. It's a pretty standard Vullaby right there. My next mon is going to be the Expert Belt, Girder, Adamant, Iron Fist. I got Poison Jab, Knockoff, Mach Punch, and Drain Punch, and this thing is meant to end up sweeping his team after I've gotten Rocks up, after Sticky Web. Just make sure Sticky Web is off the field. That's pretty much the main reason why I brought Vullaby to get rid of Sticky Web. Also, my next mon is going to be Boldor. It's a Custap Berry Boulder. It's Adamant Max Attack. I got the Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and the most sexy move ever, Explosion. Explosion I could just fire off on his team, except it wouldn't do too much to Larvitar, even Hone Edge, obviously. But I had Earthquake for that. This thing was just meant to set up Rocks. I really need a reliable Rock setter this match because after Rocks, my Girder's Mach Punch actually takes out Zweilous. So it's a really nice check to Zweilous. And even my Explosion from Boldor takes out Zweilous. So it's another check right over there. I can set up Rocks on Zweilous and then cast that Berry Explosion on it. My next mon is going to be my Bayleef. It's an AV Bayleef right here. And I have Iron Tail, which two-shots his, his Floette if he did bring that. I do have Body Slam, which just I can spam versus his team. It gives me a nice neutral hit for like stuff like Zweilous and Monferno that resist my stab because Bayleef does not get the best coverage. So but I ran Body Slam. And then my other move was Giga Drain. This thing was meant to take on Cedar. I did not bring Cedar, so it wasn't that big of a threat. I had that, and then my last move was Hidden Power Fire, which could two-shot the Swaloon. And my last mon is an offensive Life Orb Roselia with Sludge Bomb. Hidden Power Fire or Dazzling Gleam? I don't remember which one I end up running. I think I ran Dazzling Gleam, and then Leaf Storm and Giga Drain. So yeah, let us begin the battle right. Ooh, one sec, messed up something. Let's begin the battle right about now. And yeah, Daniki's issuing a challenge. So he's gonna lead off with Swaloon, trying to get his Sticky Web up, and I'm leading off with my Man Buzz. And I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Fire, and this is where I really wish I had Life Orb. I don't actually Oko it, and that's kind of a mistake on my fault. I should have ran Hidden Power Fire and realized that I needed it. No, I should have ran Life Orb to realize I secured on some KOs, but you know it's fine. I take out the Swaloon, and I do have Sticky Webs up, but I do have a reliable Defogger in Vullaby, so I'm not too worried about it. I do get Boulder in right over here, and that is that's pretty cool. He's gonna now go out into his LGM, and this LGM I don't really have any switch-ins to it. I do have a Volbeat. I didn't want to switch into it just yet in case he predicted the Thunderbolt, and you know, in case he predicted that, I went for the Thunderbolt, but he's actually just gonna go for the Energy Ball. So my Bayleef is gonna eat that shit up, and I can fire off a Body Slam. This thing resists my stab right here that he switches into Monferno. So I'm just going to go for the Body Slam, trying to get the para and trying to get him in range of Girder's Mach Punch. So I'm going to stay in, kind of expecting him not to want to go for the Flare Blitz, because it was kind of obvious. I didn't have much of a switch in for this thing anyway. And he got his rocks up, which kind of mean that I'm more pressured to defog, because I want my sturdy on my boulder so I can easily set up rocks and then explode on something. So it kind of just makes me need to defog even more. Now I can go on a Girder, I can fire off a Mach Punch. I could have gone for the knockoff right here expecting the LGM, but I didn't really feel that was too necessary. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal, so I just went for the Mach Punch because my aim is to end up sweeping with Girder. I just want to scare that thing out so I can now go on my Volbeat, and I can live any one hit from this thing. I will outspeed it, and I can go for the defog. Then I can go into Boulder, set up rocks, and win the game with Girder. So I'm trying to go for game right here, but I end up getting paralyzed, and this is huge because I can't. This means I can't defog the Sticky Web off, and they're up to stay, which. It's really bad. I now go on to Boulder. I'm not sure why I did this. I was kind of frustrated with the paralyzation right there, and it was a mistake. So I shouldn't have done that, which is whatever. I lost Boulder. At this point, I kind of didn't have too much of a chance to win anyway because I wasn't able to defog those Sticky Web up anyway. So it would have just been a sack at that point. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But unfortunately, I have to sack off Roselia right here. But what I could have done instead of straight up switching on a Volbeat, I could have sacked off Roselia, which would have given me a safe defog. But at the same time, I was also thinking about differential and stuff like that. But if I defogged my hazards away, I'm pretty sure I would have ended up taking that game away because I would have been able to sack Volbeat after that. He said Dan told me after the battle that he could have switched out a Larvitar and tried setting up on me, which is not really the case because I do have Whirlwind, and even if I had foul play, he couldn't set up on me either because it would bring him in the range of Mach Punch from Girder. Also, I do have knockoff, so I could have gone for knockoff, and then without his EV Light, he could not live a Mach Punch from Girder. So I'm pretty sure Girder would have ended up sweeping. With the Sticky Web up, that means I can't even outspeed LGM with Girder, and he actually makes a misplay right here. He goes out into... He chokes right here, essentially. Goes out into his Shelter, which means that I can just kill this thing. I can just straight up kill this thing, and then after that, he can go on to Monferno. No, he goes on to Monferno for some reason. I can kill that too. So it kind of choked right there, and instead, he could have just won with Elgium. But, yeah. Essentially, the biggest thing in this game was the para. But, you know, this is Pokemon. It's the game. It's a game we choose to play, and hacks is always going to be a part of it, so I can't really be upset. Anyway, this is an NFE league, so it's not that big of a deal, and I really can't be mad because at the end of the day, I ended up getting the double protect in the playoffs, so can't really be mad. Although in the playoffs it was a 50% chance for me to get that double protect, and here is a 10% chance for me to get the Thunderbolt para, but you know, it's whatever. Honestly, don't mind, but for playoffs, this actually hurts us a lot for playoffs. This game, honestly, is a game I really thought I should have won, and I did kind of misplay. I did misplay with Boulder. I don't think there was a chance I could have potentially won after that, but I'm not sure why I went into Boulder right there. I wasn't really thinking. It was just overall not the best battle for me, but yeah, nothing against Dan. Dan's a great player. Make sure to go check him out. But as for playoffs, this actually hurts us quite a lot because only 1/3 of the players actually end up going to playoffs. So I kind of have to win most of my matches from now on in the next 4 weeks, ideally, to be able to make it to playoffs. I think I can lose one more and I can still have a chance to make it to playoffs, but Not a very good chance. My best bet would be to win all of my upcoming games, which is obviously going to be very difficult. So, yeah, it's not that big of a deal if I don't make playoffs anyway. It's just an NFE league, so I don't really mind. Yeah, so what can I say? Hacks, I guess, played a huge, thing in that game, but it was still a good game. I love playing NFE, honestly. It's going to be so cool seeing all the matches go up today. And make sure to go check out the other people's matches because they're going to be really cool to watch. It's going to be cool watching us play with these mods that we've never even used before in prep and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for the rest of the season. And I don't think there's really much else I need to say except that's pretty much it. Peace.